What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Denim Radio. This is episode 005. How's it going? I'm Josh.
I'm Ozone.
We're back at it. Here it is, a lovely long weekend here in sunny Alberta, smoky Alberta. And we had ourselves a nice little chat with some boys from Selkirk, Manitoba, just outside of Winnipeg. Yes, we spoke with. Who did we speak with?
The one and only Lost Planet Airmen.
You betcha. So yeah, we're stoked to have those guys on. They recently hopped on the label, releasing a 3-song EP entitled Sagan. And yeah, the first single, We Were Shoulders. We were shoulders. We were shoulders. We were solders. What is it?
We were smelters.
We were the smelters. We Were Soldiers was released a couple weeks ago, and yeah, we hope you like it, because there's at least 2 more coming down the pipeline. So yeah, we chatted with them, but yeah, what else is going on?
Oh, there's lots going in Denim Land, but I don't know.
And we talk about them?
I'm trying to remember. I think we already have like 10 times, but you know what? Not today. Sticking to my bananas,
Yeah,
not doing it.
We got some new tunes coming out for sure. In addition to Lost Planet Airmen's conclusion of their EP, we got more tunes coming down the pipe. So maybe even more than we know right now. Definitely we have our irons in the fire, and we just want to keep growing. We want to keep bringing cool music to your ears and awkward conversations on this podcast.
Yeah.
We're good at both of those things at this point.
Keep growing, not showing.
Yeah, we're definitely growers. And some of us are showers. Not me, though. Yeah. So what else is going on? Trash has been a little sleepy here. We got some stuff coming up next month. But the label, yeah, we've kind of back to normal after our Costa Rican affair. I don't know if you've gone back to normal. I feel somewhat normal.
Yeah, the smoke doesn't help, but
yeah, we're smoked out in the worst possible way. There's nothing but lung cancer and emphysema. Emphysema, is that a word? Some sort of
it might be, but I don't know what it is.
Emphysema. I don't think it is. I think I combined a few words. Let's look it up.
That's when
Tell them about what else we got. What else can we talk about?
Well, you quickly mentioned Trash, but in case you haven't listened to the other episodes, in 2 weeks on June the 3rd, we are heading up to Fort McMurray to play Rock the Rails Festival. It's going to be a fun day. I mean, Teenage Bottle Rocket is playing later that night after we play a bunch of other good acts. So if you're in Fort McMurray and listen to this, come on out. If not, and you want to drive way north, do that too. And then we got another festival after that for Trash the week after, which is Punkin' Donuts in High River, south of Calgary. All ages, and you get punk and donuts, like Punkin' Donuts. So you can't beat that. And then the week after that is Alternative Waves Festival in Medicine Hat. And that one's going to be good too. I just ran out of steam.
It's definitely the month of festivals for us. We don't get to go to Europe yet, but
yeah,
we're doing it Alberta style. And emphysema is indeed a chronic lung disease. So what I said made sense. Against all odds, it made sense for once.
I thought it was like eczema, that skin thing, and asthma combined.
Apparently, it's a real thing. And I didn't just make it up and combine things, which is good for me.
Yeah, I got
it's special that way.
Made up words are good.
Well, we don't need to babble too much. We might have babbled a little bit. Too much babblage there the last episode. So I think we can just kind of get this interview going. Let's play some music though. Who do you want to hear today?
I'm gonna go for a super deep cut that I'm not sure has ever actually been released. But do you know what? My buddy Kurt sent it to me from the band Ellesmere. I think they were based in Vancouver. He lives in Squamish, whatever. They released an EP, Undying Seeing Records, in probably 2013, 2014. And that album rules. It's called Bale City. This song was a B-side from that I don't think was ever released. It's called Dick Bounce. I want to hear that.
Yeah, I love that band. I wish they were still going. The one time we got to play with them, one of the 2 times I played Vancouver, they were fucking amazing. So yeah, I know Kurt just had but he had a kid in the last year, so he's been busy with that. I don't know if he's playing any music, but hopefully he gets back up there because he's a very talented singer / guitar player / songwriter. So yeah,
I need more Kurt tunes in my life for sure. I'm gonna send him this so that he listens and starts pumping out music again.
He'll be like, "Why did you play that song?" But I'm gonna choose a band that's also defunct. So actually, it was our uncle-in-law, my wife's uncle, showed me this band one time when we were drinking. They're a punk band out of Edmonton, I think. Pretty sure. Maybe they're Calgary. It might have been Calgary. But they're called Leftnutt. And at that point in time in my life, iTunes, you could still download MP3s. I think they got rid of that feature. I think it's all just streaming now, which is another thing we could talk about. It's kind of alarming how we're all so dependent on streams. And then I don't know if you saw Disney Plus is like removing a shit ton of shows off of theirs. Like shit they just released like 6 months ago, like the Willow series they released, like removing it from Disney Plus, which is kind of, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should be downloading MP3s and buying CDs and records because this fucking shit can go away in a hurry. So if that's how you're counting on listening to music, I don't know. Who knows what the future holds? But anyways, I digress. I downloaded all these MP3s, and it was an album called, what was it called? I think it was just Triple X, like the hit Vin Diesel movie. And I want to play a song off of it. I do like the song Dirty Edmonton Whore, but we're not going to play that one. We're going to play We're Not Gonna Quit. And it's a super fun, nothing too fancy punk rock song. And yeah, hopefully you dig it. So we're going to hit you with some Ellesmere and some Leftnutt. And then we'll roll right into the interview. Check it out.
You're listening to Denim Radio. Oh, we're not gonna quit. Let's rock all night. We'll take no shit. Oh, we're not gonna quit. Let's rock all night. Now raise those fists. You said that you loved me a long time ago. You said this band has got to quit. jobs. They said you finished all your schooling now. Keep on keeping on. Oh, we're gonna show them that we love punk rock. We're gonna show them that we'll never give up. We're gonna show them that we're not just chumps. Gonna show them we'll do what we want. Don't try and be Yoko Ono for Leftnutt. Our friends are sure to call you a slut. Don't try and be Yoko Ono for Leftnutt. Our friends are sure to call you a fucking slut. Oh, we're not gonna quit. Let's rock all night. We'll take no shit. Oh, we're not gonna quit. Let's rock all night. Now raise those fists. Oh, we're not gonna quit. Let's rock all night. We'll take no shit. Oh, we're not gonna quit. Let's rock all night. Now raise those fists.
This is Cam from Boo Radley, and you're listening to Denim
What's
Radio.
going on, everyone? Welcome back to Denim Radio, episode 5. And we are back once again with Taylor from the Lost Planet Airmen. A little backstory. We already did this once with Taylor and Bryce. And then we went to edit it, and my voice sounded like this. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Denim Radio. See, that's super fucking annoying, and I didn't want to put you guys through it, so instead I decided to punish Taylor and make him go through this yet again. So how you doing, man?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Of course, I got Ozone here. He's been sitting in his backyard at a kid's birthday party all day, enjoying some beverages. So how you doing, man?
Great.
You're looking a little red. You're a little sunburnt.
A little lobsterish, yeah.
You're going to be covered in flakes again. You learned nothing from Riley's missteps in Costa Rica?
I haven't seen you guys in person in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Might as well get the flakes back.
Wouldn't even recognize you without the flakes, to be honest.
How you going to eat your pizza without some flakes?
Oh, God. Okay. I already discussed it. What? Taylor has left the chat? What the fuck? Sweet, man. Well, it's a Sunday night here. It's not June yet. We're still gonna get this episode out before June comes along. But what's going on in Selkirk, Manitoba today?
Hot. It's like 30-something degrees today. Sunny, windy. And stayed up way too late last night, so didn't do a lot.
Oh, so we got you in your sharpest of minds today. What you're saying?
That's right.
What was going on last night? Big party?
Just a couple friends came over, and then we stayed up way too late.
It happens.
So
sometimes friends come over.
Yeah.
Sometimes your daughter has a birthday party. You know, both late for way too much.
Yeah.
Ticket.
The 6-year-old birthday parties are nicer though, because it ends early, and then you go to bed.
That's true.
Or you podcast. Either way.
Or you podcast, yeah.
So you're saying I should have called you late last night, and you would have been in fine form.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're talking like old friends now because we've already had like a 2-hour-long conversation that is unfortunately useless. But you know what's not useless? The Lost Planet Airmen. Let's tell the folks at home about your band. What do you do in the band?
Guitarist and singer, and yeah.
And the guy that was on here that you guys actually he might pop in a little bit later. I'm gonna leave that as a bit of a mystery, but
He might show up.
He might. He probably will.
Yeah.
He's the drummer, and then you got one more dude. What's his name?
Yeah, and then we've got Ryan on bass.
Sweet. And this has been the power trio the whole time through?
Whole time since 3 and a bit years now. So
Okay. Yeah, so you guys, if you do the math, it's 2023. So that means you guys started, what, late 2019 or early 2020?
early 2020. February 2020.
Oh, it's absolutely perfect time to launch a new band.
Seemed like nothing was going to stop us.
There were so many posts around that time that were like people just like so excited 2020 is gonna be the best year for us. So much planned and just like fucking boom, game over.
Yep.
And it's a tale's old as
There's
time.
nothing that can stop us.
Absolutely nothing, barring global pandemic.
Yeah.
What's that you say? But you know what? You made it through. Here we are 3 years later. So how has everything been going?
Good. I think we're taking it a little easy this summer and not doing too much. We've got, new music coming out with you guys, and other than that, we got a few shows lined up, and then see how the summer goes.
Yeah, so I erroneously said in the last part that you guys will never hear that introduce you guys as a Winnipeg band, but that's actually incorrect because you guys are based out of Selkirk, correct?
Yeah, it's we kind of just call ourselves a Winnipeg band because that's where we play all our shows anyway, because there's no like music scene in Selkirk.
What's the
So
population?
it's only
of that
20
place?
minutes. 10,000, I think. So,
And there's 3 punks there.
but
all
it's
in
20
Lost Planet.
minutes north. Yeah. 20 minutes north of Winnipeg. Like, it's not that hard to dip down and play shows and then drive home. We just get home a little later than the Winnipeg bands.
Well, if anyone's listening and they're not like familiar with Manitoba, like I don't remember if we figured this out last time. But like, what's the percentage of like the population that lives in Winnipeg? It's like a high number, right? Like everybody either lives in Winnipeg or Brandon and Manitoba, pretty much, right?
Yeah, might be close to like 800,000 in Winnipeg. And then I don't know what Brandon is, but Brandon's like almost 3 hours west. And then that's like the 2 biggest cities. And then everything else is little tiny bedroom communities or small towns. So,
yeah, I was kind of, cause I sell beer for a living, and I was looking at we sell in Saskatchewan as well, and there's a few cities. Obviously, it's Saskatoon, Regina, and then there's like the smaller ones. But then I was like, oh, I should look at Manitoba, and I was like, okay, yeah, I knew about Winnipeg and Brandon, and it's like, where are the other cities? There really isn't any other cities there. That's insane.
no, they're all like really small towns. Like listening to you guys talk about playing shows in Alberta, and you're going, it's like, oh, we've got show in Edmonton, show Calgary, and you're kind of like going all over the place. We don't have that an ability very much in Manitoba. Just because there's nowhere, like there's little towns you could play, but it wouldn't be much of a show.
If you're not playing Bachman Turner Overdrive covers, they might not be down.
Maybe not, yeah.
I guess, yeah.
You're not touring Manitoba is out of the cards, eh?
Well, you go to Winnipeg. Maybe Brandon.
Well, it's funny when we talk to, even like Ontario bands, Quebec bands, and then especially, American bands, where there's like so many major centers to play, like a 1 or 2 hour drive away, when it's like,
yeah.
And then you just think Canada's brutal, but I guess now that I'm like putting it into perspective for us, like we're more lucky here. Like Red Deer is, an hour north here in Edmonton, hour south here in Calgary. Then you got Banff, that's like 2 hours. Medicine Hat's like, what was it, 4 hours from us? Leftnutt just 3. So it's not like insane driving. Like you wouldn't want to drive home after some of those trips, but like looking at it through that lens, the lens that you just told me, like I guess it isn't that bad. So maybe you're gonna have to come out here and we'll take you to all these major centers.
That's what we should do, yeah. I feel like, is there better times to play, like somewhere like Banff? Like, is it better in the winter because of all the like snowboarders and skiers?
I think as long as it's a Sunday night in Bath, you're pretty fine, right? So, like, honestly, right? Because like most people that live there, Monday is their day off. So if you play late on Sunday night, they all finish work and then they go out to the bars. So yeah, like the 2 times I ever played there, both been a Sunday night, and they start really slow because everyone's working, and then they end really well because everyone comes out at 11, 12, right? So
Why is Monday their day off?
Just
this is a hospitality injury. Yeah, tourism,
Oh,
right?
I
So all the Calgarians are there on Saturday night, and then they're there Sunday day, and then they go home Sunday night.
Well, it's
I
the
see.
same. It'd be the same in Winnipeg with all like, the industry nights that usually Sundays or Mondays, right? Because if you want to make money in that industry, you got to work Friday, Saturday. So then they all go and party Sunday or Monday. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's funny because I'm sure you listened to the last episode. We had Regal on there. It's like, you guys have a slow season of like people not being in your town. They're like, COVID was like the only time that Banff is quiet. Like it's just, yeah, because like you say, there's the snowboarders all winter, and then summer there's just people scoping out the mountains, right? They don't really.
Yeah, I mean, summer I guess would be busy too. I feel like there's got to be a lull somewhere, like somewhere around fall, spring, where it's just a little bit quieter than normal. But
Yeah, like
maybe.
probably there's peak, and then but I don't think it gets like dead ever. Like I think there's people there.
No. Well, that's good.
But yeah,
It's a good little place to go play a show then, as long as it's on a Sunday night.
that's the only time. I
I've
only
also
it
never
once.
played any other night.
Yeah.
I know Ozone had COVID last time. He was
True.
the worst kind of tourist you could be.
The time before that was March 1st, 2020. Last show I played before the pandemic.
And you had such high hopes for the year.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Did you guys
Remember
shut down later in Alberta?
What's that?
Did you guys shut down later in Alberta? Like, did it stay open a little bit longer than other places?
Not really. Like the initial thing, it was like the door pretty much slammed shut on everyone. I mean, we had a few times where we tried to, yeah, we're all good, open the doors, and then it was like, nope, not yet. Shut them down again. But
Did we play an acoustic show pretty early on in it, didn't we? At Field and Forge?
no, that was before at Field Forge, but
Was it? Oh, okay.
there was kind of like lulls where they're like, because they put out these weird rules where it's like everybody can go drink in the bar, but you couldn't sing or dance. But then I was like, I don't know. So somehow they found like we were allowed to play acoustically, just not with the full band. So we did that a few times. And, oh, it was
Not as much spit when you're acoustic, I guess.
We're just, I don't know. we're just pissing on everyone anyway, so it didn't really make a difference. But I think the idea was that.
That was quite deep into it though, because that's the only time people have ever been moshing for an acoustic set, because people just wanted to hear live music so bad.
Yeah, I remember some people came from like Sylvan Lake, which is like only half an hour away, but they come and see us for that. I don't know. It was unusual for us. We're like, really? You came to see us? Like, we haven't seen a punk show of any kind in like a year. We're dying. So, but yeah, we don't.
Have you guys done
What's that?
Multiple acoustic shows?
We were doing them for a while actually, just because I don't know, we weren't really set up. I don't think Riley was quite on board. And then yeah, just like the rules.
I wasn't even on board yet. I was just doing it for fun.
Yeah. And then I don't know. It just kind of came up. People were like, "Oh, we did it once," and then we're like, "Oh, this is not the worst thing." And then we're like, it was just a way to make money too, because places would pay you like, "Hey, we'll pay you $400, come play acoustic all night." You could probably do
that's
that.
all right.
So I'm still not very confident at it. I don't know. I think there's enough.
That was going to be my next question. I was going to ask if it was like, did you find it a drastic like uncomfortableness going acoustic?
So we would always like Ozone and I would do it together, and then we even did a few shows with Riley doing what do they call that thing, the cajon or whatever.
Comun, yep.
Yeah, and so it's like you're still kind of have that band, like you're not alone feeling. So it
Yeah.
wasn't. I didn't find it too bad because we have each other to kind of get through it. And it's interesting when you play acoustic, like people just like I'd say most of the shows, probably 90% of them, people are just like having conversations at their table. You know, it's not like a full on punk show where people are like you can't talk. You got to like be right up there.
They can't have a conversation.
So like once you got used to that, being like, you know what, like only about 20% of the people are paying attention anyways, then you really don't give a fuck and you just kind of have fun with it. But I don't know. I did my buddy was like his kid's 5th birthday or something. He's like, well, I think he wanted the band, but the other guys weren't available. So I'm like, oh, I'll just come do it acoustic, I guess. So I went and did that by myself. And all these kids are like doing that. What's that dance the kids do from like that video game? The floss or whatever.
Floss.
They're like doing that, and then they're like spazzing on the ground. I'm just like, this is the fucking raddest thing I've ever been a part of. Like, so I don't know. I play like 10 songs, and then the guy was gonna pay me like $100. I'm like, man, I'll give me $20 and call it good. Like, I don't want to. It was Cliff Ozone, so he's more than he's bought every bit of merch we've ever had 10 times over. He'll get drunk and forget it somewhere. Then he'll buy it all again. He's a good supporter. But anyways, yeah, so the acoustic stuff we haven't done it in a long time. I don't know if we ever will again, but
we tried at in Innisfail in September, Riley and I, but it was bananas. Like this lady just came up and kept stealing my mic. And then like we were playing full band after, so she just sat down on Riley's drums and started playing them. We're like, can you please just get out of here? So Riley just took a bottle of hand sanitizer and just like stood there and started spraying her. But she didn't even flinch. She just kept like yelling into the mic. It was,
to be fair,
yeah, I don't even have words
he
for
gave
it.
her warning. He's like, if you touch my equipment again, I will fucking spray you with this like a disobedient cat. And she just and she went and played his drums, or no, she grabbed your guitar or something, pissed you guys off, and you just fucking drenched her in hand sanitizer.
So no more acoustic. That was it. The final straw.
Yeah, she was pissed off because you guys weren't playing "We Will Rock You" by Queen, or that "Let 'Em Play Some Rock and Roll," whatever that song is. Let 'em play some rock and roll. And she's like, "Am I right?"
We're trying.
Like, you don't see the irony in you yelling them at that song and interrupting their set. But, anyways, yeah. So that was the last time I wasn't even involved in that. I'm like, I don't want to. You guys can do it. But I don't know. I think there's enough punk rocker guys doing the acoustic thing that are way better at it than us. So they can do that. We'll keep making.
There does seem to be a lot of them doing the acoustic thing. I guess it's cheaper than a whole band. So
yeah, I think maybe it's easier for them to tour, or maybe they can go, oh, I can go tour those places again, even though we were just there with the band. I'll come back acoustic and do it, and I'll keep all the money. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Another revenue stream, basically.
Or maybe they just want to play music all the time, and the band doesn't want to play that often. So fuck it, I'm going. I don't know. I don't think anybody would pay to come see me by myself, but
not if you're not going to play. Let them play some rock and roll.
Exactly.
That's the secret.
Well, we were trying to figure out some new covers to play.
Slap that one in your back pocket.
We were trying to figure out some new ones to learn. So, I mean, I guess that decision's been made for us.
We will rock you and let them play some rock and roll.
If she wasn't fucking banned from the venue, because she went back a couple weeks later and pissed everyone off again, so they kicked her out again. She's barred. But I'd be like, tell her to come, at least for the first 2 songs, and then kick her out again.
Put it in your contract the next time you play.
She can come for 2 songs. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was weird.
Well, speaking of songs, you mentioned it briefly. Some of my segues are pretty ridiculous. I apologize, but you have one song out already, We Were Soldiers, and you're going to have 2 more for your upcoming Sagan EP, date unknown.
Yep.
As soon as you're ready, we'll get them out. But yeah, let's talk about the process of getting those songs out, how they were recorded, how you guys chose those songs to record, and yeah, I'll throw it over to you.
Yeah, the 2 other songs that we're waiting for, it sounds like they're getting moved on with Cody there doing the mixing. So we've got one back already, and there's just the last one to go. And we recorded them in Winnipeg at Mid-Ocean Studios, which is a recording school. And like twice a year, they do basically they put a call out to bands or artists to come and record for free. And they just give you a couple students who are in the school, and they do all the engineering and stuff. And you just have to show up and play music, and then you get all the raw files and stuff and do whatever you want with them, which is pretty cool. And then you there, Josh, gave us the name of your pal Cody to do the mixing. And he's, I guess, had some time and did it for us. And he's in the Old Wives, which is a fantastic band. And yeah, that's the whole process.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, because you had mentioned it because a couple of students kind of took a stab at a few of the songs and mixed them. There probably wasn't the cohesion you'd hope for, right? Like, so it'd be 2 different people mixing them.
I mean, I'm sure they did everything that they probably should have done for like their school setting or whatever. But it was all like they get marked on it, so I'm assuming it was fine in that sense. Just not obviously what we were looking for out of it. So once we got the raw tracks back, then we're able to do whatever we want. So, which is a pretty cool deal in my head.
Yeah, no shit. You can spend thousands at a studio, so to not have that.
Yeah, it's a really nice studio too. Like the big, massive control room, and like where the drum room is. I've never been in a room that's that soundproof. Like we were one room over from Bryce, and we could barely hear the drums.
Just blasting farts, and no one was the wiser, except the engineer.
Yeah, except the engineers.
That's what they want you to think. That's what they want you to think. They're all recorded. Every fart.
Your secret's safe with me, Taylor. It was funny.
As they put reverb on it. And
auto-tuned your fart.
Yeah.
When we were recording, I put my phone in there, a camera or something, to record Riley recording one of the songs, and then he's kind of waiting, and he's just sitting there. All of a sudden, he just like leans over, rips a fart. 5 seconds later, starts laughing. It's like just like this delayed reaction to his own fart. then he shares it on his page, and the fucking producer's like, "Can't believe you farted on my throne, man! What a betrayal!" He's like, "You think he's mad at me?"
He probably shouldn't fart in his throne, man, if you're worried about that.
and then share it to the world. Oh, right. What a legend. To be fair, I don't think he was actually angry. I think he was just like, "What the fuck? Farting on my throne, you bugger." After all I did for you.
He sold that throne the next day on Kijiji.
It's actually worth more now. Trashed ambulance.
Yeah.
Butt farts all over it. That's awesome. Well,
the drummer of
gassed ambulance. Casey had a funny pun name for us about us because I think we ripped a few farts. I can't remember what it was now, but
I forgot about that too.
Our buttholes are legendary now. Even in Costa Rica, we didn't really hold back. Like, and then they weren't really reacting at first, so we're like, "Oh, is it like rude to do that down here?" And then all of a sudden, one of them would rip a huge one and be like, "Oh yeah, they're on board. They're on board." Yes, I'm.
I don't know if
37
they're on
years old.
board, but they
Sebas said right on
trial by
Instagram,
fire.
I missed your guys' farts. That's the mark we leave everywhere we go. Shit clouds. Shit clouds are brewing, Randy. All right.
Oh dear.
Okay, we hyped up your song, so one of them's out there in the big
our
bright
farts.
world. Sounds way better than a fart, depending on your taste. But give us a little
Depending on the part.
give us a little intro on We Were Soldiers, out now on all your favorite places.
Oh, deja vu.
I already did this, fucker.
We Were Soldiers. It's a song. We stole the name from a Mel Gibson movie that was back in the early 2000s. And yeah, it's a quick little number, you know, about dealing with loss and losing the death of somebody. But then I just wrote it differently so that it wasn't about dealing my own personal shit. And yeah, stole a bunch of stuff from that movie.
Isn't that what punk rock's all about? Stealing cool
Yeah.
shit and trying to make it our own, but just kind of hoping nobody will notice.
Yeah, and it's out now everywhere. And here it comes.
It goes a little something like this. are back. We were just talking about boner gum off the air, but we're going to talk about serious stuff now. Like Lost Planet Airmen. This episode is not sponsored by Blue Chew, but if it could be, we definitely would be. So hit us up.
But they send it to you completely discreetly, Josh. So like you don't have to worry about your neighbors when you order it.
Oh no, I want to shout it out to the world that they're giving us money, and I'm getting boners. Just the good Lord intended.
Naughty. No more soft boners for you.
Fuck. Didn't want to talk about this online, but yes. So you know what doesn't give me a soft boner? Gives me a full-on rager is Lost Planet Airmen. Founded in 2020. Let's back it up a bit. Even before your band here, let's talk about little baby Taylor picking up a guitar and getting into punk rock or just music in general. What was the band you remember where you're like, fuck yeah, I want to make my own noise?
It was probably like Nirvana and
Poser.
like Offspring. There's
Just kidding.
Yeah, big like Smash from the Offspring. That was a big album for myself, little Taylor.
You're what, in your mid 30s now? Is that how old you're?
Yeah, 36.
Okay, so you're same age as us.
Yeah.
So
it was that was a big one. Basically whatever my sister was listening to, and then we my parents had some friends with older kids that were into some of the popular punk stuff that was coming out in the 90s. So that's kind of how I got in. I would listen to Smash on the Discman with headphones so that my parents didn't know I was listening to it full blast. And
did you have anti-shock technology?
No, I don't think so.
Oh shit, that's risky. You wouldn't.
Not those ones. Those bad boys just had to sit like on the most secure desk possible.
So you couldn't take that on the field trip to the fucking.
In the car, you had to hold it and use your arm as like a shock.
Had to put it on a moon shoe so it wouldn't actually shake. So it was like the same as most people, that kind of Epitaph, Fat Records era stuff that I guess started with Offspring and Green Day, and then kind of like, whoa, what else is there? And then you
pretty much, and then just like getting to learn how to play guitar, that would have been a lot more probably than the Nirvana stuff, just because it was a lot easier to learn. I didn't take lessons or anything, which is apparent. So I had some friends that like dabbled in guitar and stuff. So, the neighbor taught me how to play Come As You Are, the opening thing, when I was like, I don't know, probably 7 or 8, on an acoustic that I bought at a garage sale that our elementary school was having.
Oh shit! So you're young.
Yeah. And it was the worst. Like, I think I bought that guitar for less than $1.
Holy shit!
It was in such bad shape. And then my drummer dad, like, somehow got it to be able to play music. So had that for a while.
Yeah, my dad had like an old, I don't even know what it, I can't remember what kind of guitar it was, but it was like my grandpa's from like the 50s or something.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, I just dink around on that when I was a kid. And no idea
I
about
didn't get
chords or anything. You just this kind of sounds cool.
I didn't get my first electric guitar, I think, until like grade 7 or something. It was one of those PV Raptor starter packs with the amp and everything. It was awesome.
You still have it?
No, I still have the guitar, but you can't play it at all.
Yeah, I think
there's no electronics in it.
I got my first guitar electric is How do you say it? Hamer? Is it hammer or hamer? I never learned how to pronounce it.
One of those, yeah.
It's a slammer. I don't know. My dad got it for me for Christmas because I already had a bass, and I had it in my mind I was going to be a bass player. I don't know why. Maybe just because everybody else played guitar, so I wanted to do something different. So I was kind of like almost like put off when he got it to me. He's like, "Why is he getting me a guitar? I'm a bass player." And then I started playing it. I'm like, "Okay, this is fucking way better." Mind you, I'm not good at either of them, but I'm better at guitar than
Was
I am
it one of those like Strat knockoff ones, or?
I'll send you a picture. It's
Okay.
yeah, it kind of looked like a Fender. Had like the big whammy bar on it. So never stayed in tune, but not like I would have known
That's
if
like
it was out of tune.
the PV was the same. It was, I guess, supposed to look like a Strat, but then had a lot more kind of sharp edges as opposed to round ones.
I think my buddy got a PV guitar around the same time. He had a Dan Electro, little tiny. Holy shit! Can just hear you glugging there.
Jeez.
He's not wasting any time getting that beard out.
Happens.
I hope that shows up on the. You can hear
That was
his
like a
clear
cartoon chug.
Is that Popeye fucking having some spinach? Slow me down. What was your first instrument, Ozone? Did you get drums first or did you have a guitar first?
I don't remember. I think I had drums first.
So
I started on piano. And then I hated piano. And I had drums. Then everyone else played drums, so I think I just started playing guitar. My first electric guitar was like way after drums, but I think I might have had an acoustic for a while first. I don't remember.
See, the problem in my town is all my buddies play guitar. Nobody played drums, and I always try to get my one buddy to play drums, and he refused. And then fucking he starts playing drums, and when we're in grade 12, and we made a band for 1 year, then we all graduated. Went on, so the band. It's like, if you would have started playing drums back when I told you to, we could have fucking been awesome by now. He wasn't going to be told what to do, you know. Listening to too much Rage Against the Machine at that point in his life. Won't do what I told him. So did you grow up in Selkirk or was it Winnipeg?
No, I grew up in Winnipeg. And then I've been in Selkirk for almost a decade, I guess, now.
It was just cheaper housing reasons type of deal?
Yeah. Yeah, significantly more, you get more for what you pay for than in the city, although the prices are pretty on par nowadays, but
you got in there.
Got in there, yeah. So
for the boom. So that would have been, you would have been coming of age in what it was like probably like the turn of the millennium then, like started going to shows in the early 2000s type of deal or late 90s.
Yeah, I would have been early 2000s. I graduated in 2005, so it was all during like the scene days when we were going to shows. So a lot of swoop haircuts and skinny
the
jeans.
Christian metalcore was at its finest.
Yeah. Like and then and all that stuff? I was in my first band at 19 playing shows, so would have been 2006, 2007 when I joined my first like legitimate band that actually played shows. So
I'm like growing up in Saskatchewan, like on the east, pretty much in Manitoba, I'd always like bands would be coming through, and back then they didn't really seem to want to come to Saskatchewan at all. So I'd always be like, Bouncing Souls are going to Winnipeg. I'd be like, but I didn't have a car because I was just a kid. So it was like no way to get there. And I think it was also like an 8-hour drive from there. So it was like, not like it was close anyways, but I was like always jealous of Winnipeg. That was the last time that ever happened, but
that was short-lived, obviously.
No, I've actually been impressed with the amount of pretty cool bands that come out of that city, you know, like It's like
I think it's just because we have nothing else to do.
yeah.
Like, it's cold for 8 months of the year, and all we get to do is just be in basements or jam spaces and make music and go to shows. So
Yeah, it's
that seems to be the answer.
Well, it's even like, Edmonton's got a pretty good art scene, like not just music, but like the arts in general. And I've heard Winnipeg is kind of similar. It must be that it's cold. Let's just congregate and do cool shit so we can go outside.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's cold everywhere, right? In Canada at some point.
Yeah.
But you guys seem to have like consistent, like it does get cold, but it switches back and forth so much in Alberta, it seems.
Chinooks, man.
Yeah. So, whereas in Winnipeg or Manitoba, is once October hits, it's fair game. Anything's going to happen. It could be 30 degrees, or we could be getting snow and minus 20. It's no fun in the winter.
Well, at least you guys got a hockey team back. I know it's been a while now, but that was kind of a bummer when the Jets left. I remember that quite vividly as a kid.
I do. Went to a lot more of the games back then too, because they were cheaper.
I was gonna say it was probably actually affordable. Now it's like if you want to take your kid, it's like put a second mortgage on your house to go afford that.
Yeah, I've been to one live game. That's it, and they were free tickets. So
like, okay, I went.
Yeah, basically. Spent a lot of money on beer, and then it was fun, but I don't think they won.
It's a pretty, from what I've heard, it's a pretty like loud and energetic atmosphere in that arena.
Yeah, all the fans are really, really loud and stuff.
A whiteout.
The basketball team now too. That's new. They played their first game, I think, today or yesterday or something.
Oh, okay.
So
I wonder if that's
now we have a basketball team.
Bruno from Thousand Islands. He was telling us when we were in Banff with him. He was talking about some league that he has season tickets to for like the Montreal team, and he's like, "Oh, there's a team in Calgary now." So that was like last year. I think they just launched. I wonder. It's got to be the same league. It's like I don't know what it is. But
I would assume. I don't know what the league's called or anything, but our team is the Winnipeg Sea Bears.
Sea Bears. I like it.
Yeah.
What's a sea bear?
Polar bear.
Is it?
Well, I guess.
I've never heard them called that, but
I like it.
But that's what they chose the name as.
Probably cool.
And their mascot's a polar bear, so I would assume that's what it is.
Look that up.
I like it.
Look up what is a sea bear. That's cool. I mean, stuff like that, and especially if it's actually affordable, you can take your kid and not have to spend $1,000. It's a little more.
Well, just before I jumped on the call with you guys, I was reading about the game. They won. They were playing Vancouver, whatever team that is.
They're the River Bears.
Yeah.
Saskatoon's the Wheat Bears.
Forest Bears.
The Wheat Bears, and then Calgary's the Oil Bears.
Yeah, it's Google says a sea bear is just a polar bear.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
And that's a pretty sick logo. I like it.
That's what I was
It's like an angry polar bear.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I really like it.
But I mean, basketball, they don't really
weird.
have.
I've never heard the bear called that.
Sea bear.
Native to Winnipeg.
Lake Winnipeg.
But yeah, the game was like sold out. That was pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
I don't know where the game was, but it was sold out.
It's just a high school gym.
Yeah, I could.
Standing room only. 20 people there, strong and loud. No. I know my brother was saying the one in Calgary because I was telling him about it, and then it's like I guess the arena's kind of like way out of town, or at least he's on the south end, so it was like it said it was like an hour for him to get there. He's like, not that interested. If it was a little closer, I'd probably go check out some games, but
The Calgary arena's like out of town.
Like where their basketball team plays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's a long drive to get to.
So this is basketball radio. We got Shaq's coming on next. Talk about the historic comeback of Boston Celtics. I know they haven't completed it yet. But yeah,
that reference even goes over my head.
I know so little about basketball that I couldn't even continue that joke to make it.
No,
so
no idea.
Miami,
is that a real thing or is that something that happened?
Miami Heat were up 3-0 on Boston Celtics, and they've won 3 games now. So they're going to Game 7. So they'll be the first team ever, I think, in the conference finals to blow a 3-0 lead. If it happens, I don't know when the game is.
Sound like the Leafs.
The Leafs don't do it though. I guess they'd give it up.
Nah, they couldn't get to the conference final, so wouldn't know.
Fair enough. Yeah, we're gonna pivot back to see what the old Taylor's hopes and dreams are here. So you signed to the world famous High End Denim Records. You did not 1, but 2 interviews, one of them to be used. And
that's
today.
Once we're like massively famous, that's going to be like the little B-side interviews. We'll leak them out to the public.
Well, we got to know Bryce a little bit in that one.
Bryce
is
maybe we'll chop him into this one.
Well, you're being cheeky, but we actually are, because. Wait, is there anything else we need to talk about before we go to the next segment? Ozone, you got any more questions for him?
Question note.
I got a question.
Note. Yeah.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
No. Really? Is that a real question?
Yeah. Anything paranormal or spooky happen in your life that you're like, what the fuck? This
no,
because
I don't believe in ghosts, so maybe that's why. But
I want to believe like Fox Mulder.
Yeah, well, I want to believe in aliens for sure, but
nothing spooky.
Ghosts. I'm pretty set on the fact that I don't think ghosts exist.
I haven't seen one either, but sometimes people have a story, you know. I've always wanted a story. I just never presented itself.
Yeah, like my sister has weird stories, but and my grandpa had weird stories, and I think they're just all full of shit. No.
Well, I ate these magic mushrooms I found in the backyard, and then suddenly I was seeing ghosts.
How do you even know? They would just look like people.
I want to see a UFO or something. Like, I have wished for that forever, but
I wouldn't have thought
no
that.
luck.
I mean, nothing about your band name or anything that leads me to believe you.
No.
You're interested in interstellar activities.
Yeah. Take a seat, Tom DeLonge.
Well, he's playing music now, so he probably needs someone to tag in. So
They should email him.
Hey, man, I have no money, no prospects, no knowledge, but I'm willing to do what it takes.
I need answers.
Well, there's that new.
You'd probably be down.
There's that new James Webb thing, whatever. The new Hubble that's out there, so maybe it'll find something cool.
Yeah, the James Webb Telescope.
They've been sending pictures, but now it's like our world's so fucked that everyone's so fucking dumb and no one cares. Like they'll be like, well, here's what fucking Saturn looks like. Nobody fucking gives a shit.
Every third comment's like photoshopped.
Finally have the technology and nobody fucking cares. That's AI.
And they like cling on the fact that they're composite images usually, right? Mm-hmm. Like they take different radio images with the different spectrums or whatever, and then they paste them all together to create the image. Mm. So then those conspiracy nuts hold on to that, and they're like, "That's all fake." There's no picture of the Earth. It's all multiple pictures. It's all fake.
Fake news. Fake space. Hey man, fucking what's his name? Captain Kirk went up to space and he said it was the worst thing he could ever did. He's like, most depressing thing. He's like every stupid squabble we have on Earth is like becomes so irrelevant when you look down upon it from up there. It's like it really bummed him out to go up there. And he was kind of a cranky old coot to begin with, but
I think maybe he was just mad at how much money he spent to get up there.
Yeah, but he's like fucking old as shit. Like, what does he need money for now? Like, pretty sure
he's almost getting close to 90.
Is he that old? Fuck, I thought he was like 80.
Think so.
No, I guess. Fuck, if my dad's 70, he's got to be fucking, yeah. Holy moly. I don't like that. I don't like thinking about how old I am. The fact that 25 years ago was the late 90s is not cool. But
You're
yeah.
pushing 40, man.
I'm not there yet. Fucking somebody said that to me. You're almost 40, right? No. I have 3 fucking solid years before I'm 40. Not that I really care. I'm okay with getting old. There's worse.
Just
there's
a number.
Worse scenarios. There's worse scenarios. Plus, all the fucking punk bands are old as fuck anyway, so we're babies compared to them. So.
Yeah.
We're just gonna hit our peak when we're 50. When they finally.
The
all
business
retire.
plan is just don't ever retire. Just
no-
keep going, even if no one wants you.
Well, I mean, it's kind of our business plan now.
Yeah.
Find one person that wants you in somewhere, and then make it happen. But Taylor, we're coming to Winnipeg. We might not play music. We might just party. But
We could play music. Why not?
all right, let's do it.
We'll set up a show.
We're
We
doing
could set up like more than one.
Selkirk. We'll hit all the hot
The
spots.
Winnipeg tour.
We'll hit up all the fucking major centers. Brandon, Winnipeg. Possibly Selkirk.
Yeah, two.
Taylor's
It's
back
more
there.
than one.
That's true.
After an acoustic show, and you can call it a tour.
Yeah.
There we go. Settled. Fucking doing this. But yeah. Let's roll into this next segment, which is going to be hilarious because he's not
I know.
here. So Captain Bryce, he plays the drums, and he showed up for the last interview. He's MIA today, but I mean, I can't really expect him to show up twice. So that's like not what a drummer does. But he's
No,
gonna.
he's cruising.
he's out cruising the mean streets of
He's
Winnipeg.
he's practicing with his other band for
In
sure.
his convertible.
Oh, he's one of those guys.
He is a Miata.
Ooh. Handsome boy. That's where we're gonna tour in when we come out to Winnipeg. We'll do all the suburbs. Selkirk.
I hate getting in that thing. It's so small.
You're kind of a big
He said,
We're doing that. Anyways, here's Bryce. Well, first, here is the song from Tyler and the Tigers. Pressure Cooker.
It's
Okay,
like
you
rap.
ready?
yeah.
Ready? Okay. What is the best movie starring Harrison Ford?
Oh, is that Indiana Jones? Is that him?
Fucking Christ!
No.
Yes.
Yes, that's him. Yes. Yeah.
What population of Manitobans live only in Winnipeg?
750,000.
What's your go-to drink at a coffee shop?
Black coffee.
Name a yellow fruit that's not a banana.
Pineapple.
What's the best propaganda song?
Anti-manifesto.
What is the 12th letter of the alphabet?
That's mean.
L. That was an L.
Get it?
Okay.
What's your favorite Canadian band?
Favorite cake. Rush.
Favorite style of beer?
Pilsner.
Who's winning the cup this year?
Florida.
Oh, does Ska suck?
Depends how many beers I've had.
What's better, spring or fall?
Okay, you can ask the last question.
Spring or fall? It's a boring one.
Spring.
The teleprompter's read by the teletinic dead, and it goes across the nation. There ain't no more information. The bravest kids I know are the ones that gotta go. Fighting over there. The bravest kids I know are the ones that gotta go. Fighting over there. Our channels be emptied. Another socialite gon' get arrested. Pop culture transition taking over my television. The bravest kids I know are the ones that gotta go. Fighting over there. The bravest kids I know are the ones that gotta go. Fighting over there.
And we're back. So that song, we initially chose it. Well, Bryce chose it. He wanted to hear Rancid, The Bravest Kids. And Taylor didn't remember that because he was like, just gave a look of like, oh yeah, forgot about that. But yeah, he wanted to hear that song, so we played it. And it probably was just kind of shoehorned in all awkwardly because this is the most Frankenstein episode ever. But you know what? You didn't. My voice is bad enough. You didn't want to hear me like as it was. That was quite unbearable. So we're gonna roll ahead with this and this Frankenstein episode. So hope you guys had fun. Do you have fun, Taylor?
I did have fun. Always have fun. Did you have fun, Bryce?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got any questions you want to ask there, Big O?
Nope.
He's a very helpful co-host here. He's got all kinds of deep questions. Well, I already asked you about ghosts. You said you want to know about
I would
aliens.
tell Ozone, you got to switch to tubes. Get out of the tubeless.
Yeah, you know what? I've never been more
Where's
convinced.
the benefit, though, in a road bike on tubeless? Like, I get it on a mountain bike because you can run lower PSI, but...
They say there's better rolling resistance at, like when you're a heavier road rider like me, that it flows better. Like the fastest guy in Red Deer runs 28s tubeless at like 80 psi, and no one can keep up. And then I'm running Clichers at 120, and it's just like. But you know what? Maybe that's just because he's strong. Maybe it's not the tires. I don't know.
He could have like calves and thighs just made of like literal iron that
It's not the 16 hours he trains properly a week. It's got to be it's got to be the tubeless at 28, man.
the 200-pound leg presses that he's doing he has nothing to do with that.
It's tubeless, man. It's tubeless.
Yeah.
Are you guys talking about amps right now?
Yeah.
Valve state bikes?
The line 6 Spider.
Okay, so you guys got to go follow Punks on Bikes. It's Taylor and Ozone's new podcast coming to you soon on the High End Denim Network.
I like it.
I kid you not, last time we did this podcast a week ago, I thought about that. I'm like, I don't think there's a podcast about bikes and punks.
I don't think so.
Because like the Bad Religion guys ride bikes. Like there's a bunch.
The drummer of Bayside, man, he's a huge like road cyclists like racing like Cat 1, Cat 2 in the US.
Yeah.
It's an untapped market, boys. Go get it. Go
I know.
Get it. Go get it.
It's because if we have an extra free hour, we'd rather be riding than recording podcasts.
Does Taylor actually ride?
haven't
though,
even
or does he
jumped.
just fix them?
Me? No, I ride. I haven't touched my bike though this year yet. I've done the tune-up. I put new rubber on it, and I have yet to ride because my kid learned how to now ride his bike. So every free moment that I have, he wants to go for a bike ride. So I jump on my dad's 1984 Nishiki Bushwhacker, and I cruise along with him.
Nice. That's even better though.
Yeah, it's fun. But I can't help. There's times where I'm with this, going for a ride, and I'm like, when do I get to go for a bike ride?
You got to go early morning or late night when you have kids.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you want to go late night, and well, Selkirk's probably okay, but
Oh, that's totally fine. I've done it. It's just that, but I got to make sure my lights are charged, and then you can't go that far. Like, I'm not going to go for a really long one in the dark. And my kit's black, so that's super unsafe.
so your kid's black or your kit's black?
Kit.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
I was wondering. I mean, I'm cool with whatever. We'll edit that part out.
The really tight clothing that we wear while we're riding, that's like what they call the kit.
Yeah. I used to jam, and as he knows, we jam on Tuesday nights, and we have a Tuesday night race series here. So I show up to jam quite often in my soaked straight after because I don't get to cool down. I just got to run in my car after the race and run to the jam spot.
Just all sweaty.
Oh yeah, it's nasty.
Good thing it's well ventilated and AC in that room too.
Take your jersey off. You just got the suspenders going with the base.
Yep. I'll be doing it Tuesday. I can send you pictures.
One time he didn't fucking tell us what he was doing because there's kind of like we got our main room and then we have another room where we have like a couch and stuff, and like walk in there, he's just fucking butt naked getting changed. You're like, what the fuck, man? Give me some warning. Oh, I told you guys, you just didn't listen. Fuck. I guess so. What's the point of being in a band if you don't get to see each other naked every now and then, you know?
That's the only reason I tour.
I saw no naked men on our last tour.
That's how you fix those soft boners, Josh.
Checking out Ozone naked? No, that's not going to do it. Riley, though? Maybe. On that note, this is fucking getting insanely bad. I know. So this is a song you guys chose on the last one, so I'm going to make you go with it again. You don't know how to pronounce it, but you're from Manitoba, so you enjoy the band Propaganda, so you wanted to hear one of their songs.
Yes. Too much, most likely. I drive my friends nuts because I make them listen to Propaganda, and then they're like, "Yeah, that's a good song, I guess." I'm like, "Did you even listen to the lyrics?" And then I bring out the PowerPoint presentation that I have. So
what's your favorite record by them?
Depends on the time of year. I really like Potemkin a lot, and then supporting cast. That's the supporting cast is what got me into Propaganda, so there's a bit of a soft spot there. I was on a big Less Talk More Rock kick earlier or later last year, I guess. But
also good. I like obviously How to Clean Everything, and then supporting cast are my 1-2 punch. Hashtag Regal Fire. Well, yeah.
Shout out.
Actually, one of their songs, actually called Potemkin, I think. Isn't it? That's about the pig that escaped in Red Deer. Francis the Pig.
Yeah. And that's not on Potemkin.
No, it's on supporting cast.
It's on supporting cast, yeah.
It's just confusing. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
when you
think
guys,
the story is they actually wrote it during the Potemkin ones, but they didn't put it in.
okay.
So then that's why they just ended up naming it that. But
Well, if you ever come to Red Deer, there's actually a little statue of Francis the Pig,
Francis the Pig, yeah.
so you guys can get a picture by it and be like, "We're from Manitoba. This is crucial for us."
I absolutely would.
I thought that was pretty cool. Actually, there's a beer even that comes out of Red Deer called Pesky Pig, about that same Pesky Pig, Francis. So it was my two favorite things: beer and punk rock intertwining.
There you go. And Ozone's not a big propaganda fan, or not
He's
a big
warming up. He's not a big fan, but he likes
connoisseur.
I'm definitely not a connoisseur. I like a lot of their songs, but I would not be a super fan, but I would love to see them. And they have enough songs that I really like. If that makes sense.
Chris
yeah.
Hanna's an obnoxious Leafs fan, so you probably get along with him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure.
I don't even follow that band on fucking Twitter because it's just fucking Leaf shit, and I'm like, unfollow.
He has I think he's got a Leafs guitar strap. And then sometimes I've seen like show pictures where he's got these like massive Leaf socks that go almost up to his knees, and he wears with like his cut off shorts.
He is you. You have those fucking awesome matches.
He is me, yeah. I have done that before.
Totally.
Yeah.
Which is weird because
I don't know. I
wonder why he's not a Jets fan. I guess he's old. Probably weren't a thing. There's dad brainwashed him, I guess.
Well, they have their song called "Things I Like," and he talks about why he's a Leafs fan because they're like internationally reviled, just like him. So
he likes the heel aspect.
Yeah.
You told me to listen to that song, and I fucking haven't. I don't know how.
Oh, Jesus.
That wasn't I know. I'm a fucking motherfucker. That was the one album that didn't grip me, except for that song "Status Update." That was cool because that was like the one they leaked first. And
Failed States.
I was like, this fucking song rips, and then the album came out, and I was like, where are the other rippers? But I feel like I maybe never gave it a fair shake. So.
Yeah, I think that's one of those albums you have to listen. I had to listen to it a couple times, but still, there's not as many songs on that one that are like really like.
It's kind of a shit sandwich because I love supporting cast and I love the last one, so it's like it's the turd nugget in the sandwich with the high quality bread.
Yeah,
I mean
they're writing
like a ribwich.
They're writing new stuff right now, so hopefully we'll get some tunes at least in the next year or so.
You know, there actually is a propaganda fucking podcast that's like only...
Yeah, I know. I've met Greg.
Oh. Is he from Winnipeg? I thought he's from like America or something.
He's from Buffalo.
Oh, and he's just loves the band.
I think it was last year in October, they did 3 sold out shows in Winnipeg. And so he flew to Winnipeg and went to every single one of them.
Oh, nice. Well, I think they've like came on the show and they're all like, they recognize the show. They're aware of it and approve of it and everything.
Yeah, I think they've all been on the show at this point.
I think you're right. I still haven't listened because I like the band. I don't need to listen to a whole. Maybe I will because they go through all their songs.
There's some good episodes though. Like he brings in, there's a bunch of like punk rock heavy hitters that he brings in to interview and stuff. So
yeah,
it's worth the listen. And then on Spotify, you can just like go through and be like, oh, I want to listen to this episode because this guy's on it, and
because they go through like all their songs and like do a deep dive. Correct? Is that maybe I will do that because
that's the whole premise.
The dude from Less Than Jake does that, but not for like a whole band. But they'll invite like he had Bill Stevenson on. Is that your uncle, by the way? It spells the name different. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, with a V.
Like had him on and he talked about no, I don't remember. Fuck. I don't remember what song he had. One of the songs about like his dad passing away and stuff, and it was
He's a cat.
Huh?
The song's about his cat, I think.
No, that one was about his dad dying. It was
Oh,
One More Day or something, which is like my favorite Descendants song. But anyways, Buddy brings people on and they do like deep dives on their hits, right? So it's a cool premise. So I think maybe I would like that if they're talking about propaganda songs. So maybe we'll do that. We'll fucking dive into We Were Soldiers, get really into it. So,
there you go.
So Melville Gibson, notorious anti-Semite and decent actor and director. He was the guy that was the inspiration behind this song. But
No.
He's my hero.
That's funny. We were talking last night when we had our friends over. We were actually talking about the old action stars, and Mel Gibson was one of them. And one of our friends like, yeah, Mel Gibson's a terrible person. And I'm like, yeah, but Lethal Weapon and Mad Max, and they're good movies.
You could say the same about Tom Cruise, right? He's a fucking lunatic, but
yeah,
made
but
good movies.
I love Tom Cruise's movies. Yeah, no, I didn't. There's one line in the We Were Soldiers song where it's about like getting the folded flag dropped off by yellow cabs, and that's kind of where that's from that movie. Is I guess during the Vietnam War they didn't have enough people to let the loved ones know that a family member had died during the war, and they employed taxi drivers to give this news to them. So, like, a cab would show up at your house with the letter saying that your family member died in the war. So, I learned that from that movie. So that's where it all came from.
Speaking of big yellow,
it's nothing to do with Mel Gibson.
Speaking of big yellow taxis.
Hey, yeah.
No, that won't be out yet, but keep your ears to the street.
It's not out, but we could play it on the show. Why not? We have it.
So all that propaganda preamble is for nothing. We're gonna fucking play another fucking Lost Planet song. Okay, I'm down. I'm actually fucking so down. Let's ask the label boss though. Does Ozone say it's okay? He signs the checks.
Do you remember that song did I pick in the outro? I think I picked another song that wasn't released, right?
Yeah, that was the intro. I don't remember what we did for the outro.
Oh, the intro I did. Yeah. So yeah, double whammy. Let's do it.
There you go.
All right. Well, Taylor.
Sorry, propaganda.
He'll be okay. We'll get him on here. I actually did interview Todd on a different show once, and he was a lovely man. Great guy. Super down to earth. Wonderful man. But
try and get Chris on the show.
I've heard. I'm sure he won't come on the show, but we'll try to get him anyway. Cubs win. Cubs win. You got anything else you want to throw out? Any shows coming up that you want to hype before we let you get on with your life?
When does this episode come out? Because we have a show on June 2nd.
Oh yeah, I'll be out probably on the Wednesday. I got half of it mixed already. Just got to plop this in and throw the music in.
Well, yeah. So Friday, June 2nd, we have a show at the Handsome Daughter in Winnipeg, and we are last. And it's with Leon's Getting Larger, Lake Disappointment, and Grotoko. So, yeah, we've only ever played with Leon's Getting Larger once. These are the other two bands we've never played with, so should be fun.
You should send us.
It's always fun when you get to play a show.
We'll put it on our website, www.highenddenimrecords.com. You can see all the bands and when they're playing. As long as the bands tell us, we will put it on there. Taylor.
I didn't know this was a service.
We get dozens of visitors every week looking to know when Lost Planet Airmen are playing.
I'll send you the info when I send you the song that we're about to play.
So we're going to be hearing this for the first time as well. So woo! So yeah, it's a Joni Mitchell cover. Pride of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
It's a cover of a cover.
Yeah.
So.
And it's not out yet.
There you
so
go.
This is the only place you can hear it, unless you're friends with Taylor.
That's right.
Shows you.
I'm sending it all over the place.
Yeah. He's actually sent it to like 9 other labels. But
no.
If they say yes, then this episode's getting deleted.
I wouldn't hurt your feelings like that.
We're not that sensitive. We want you to flourish like the good Winnipeg boy you are. Let's roll into the song, and make sure you're checking out Lost Planet Airmen live at the beautiful sun, or no, handsome daughter. It's the place to be. You might catch trash ambulance there. We might swoop our way there.
Bryce, is there anything else you'd like to add before we leave?
Yeah.
If Bryce wants to say anything?
Yeah.
Thanks, Bryce. Thanks for checking in, bud. Great job on the pressure cooker tonight. Go watch some more Harrison Ford. Maybe check out Blade Runner or, anything else. Air Force.
That movie Star. I heard Star Wars was okay. I'm not sure.
He wasn't sure if he was in Indiana Jones or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Is that Harrison Ford?
It's funny because I'm not a movie guy. I don't like movies. I don't know anyone, but so it's funny that even I knew Harrison Ford, and he was like,
I think it's Indiana Jones.
Well, you can't even say, "Oh, those movies were from before I was born," because there's been fucking 3 of them since he's been around. There's a new one that just came out or is coming out or something.
Yeah.
So get it together.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. You might as well. What else are you gonna do? Show up on a podcast? Until next week.
Maybe again. You never know.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah, this one's not going to work. We're going to do this all over again.
Yeah, this time
Can't
Taylor's
wait to-
fucking audio didn't work.
Can't wait to wake up tomorrow morning with Josh texting me going, "It didn't work again."
You're not gonna believe this. I got a soft boner again. On that note, this episode has been brought to you by Blue Chew. Boners for everyone. All right. Until next time, make sure you're checking out Lost Planet Airmen. Give them a follow on Facebook, Instagram, I think even Twitter. I don't know if they're too active on there, but who is?
So I'm there and I like your guys' posts when they pop up. That's about it.
Fair enough. That's all we can ask for.
Other than that, I don't know what to do with it.
Man, I've been trying to get any sort of traction with the band on Twitter. It's just bots being like, "Send me your songs. I want to play them." And then everybody
Promoted at.
That's Instagram. Twitter's just
I know.
even worse. But yeah, we're gonna go home now. So listen to the Lost Planet Airmen, you big dummies. This is Big Yellow Taxi. Until next week. This has been Denim Radio with Josh and Ozone and Taylor.
They take paradise, put up a parking lot with a big hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Took all the trees and put them in a tree museum. And they charge all the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They pay
This is Taylor
And this is Bryce.
from Lost Planet Airmen, and you're listening to
Denim Radio.
All right. There we go. That was a pretty sweet interview. It was nice to get to know those fellas. At least 66.6% of the Lost Planet Airmen.
And now I can start a biking podcast too, so it'll be great.
Yeah, there you go. You just want to tour with those guys so you and Taylor can go biking.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I want him to fix my bike.
There you go. Well, once it breaks down while you're biking, he'll fix it.
Perfect.
He's just that nice of a fella. But yeah, thanks for tuning in again. We've done 5 of these already. I don't know when the next one's going to come out. We're just going to get to them when we have a time. There's no real set schedule to these, so that may be annoying for the listener, or it may be just kind of whatever. Just keep you on your toes, but we're busy, so we're going to get it out when we can. Well, yeah, you got anything else to add before I pick the last song?
No, I think I'm all golden. Golden.
So,
eat your bananas, stay healthy.
if you guys didn't tell from the last couple episodes, we're kind of got a boner for Spanish punk right now because we were down in Costa Rica. And all the punk bands down there were so nice to us and, hooked us up with CDs and stickers and a few shirts and stuff. But this band, they were, the lead singer was, we're calling him Santa Claus. Was it Camacho or something? It's the Spanish word for it. He was the head brewer manager of the venue we played down there. It was also a brewery. And his band is called Sentido Comun. Comun? I don't know. It means common sense in English. But we were pretty stoked on his music, and he gave us a CD. So I've been kind of hooked on this song called Amigo Fraternal. I assume that just means like
Forever friend.
Oh, I thought it was like bro dudes.
I don't know.
I think it's a song about friendship, hence the Amigo. We're still working. I'm doing my Duolingo, but I'm only on day 10, so I'm not fluent yet. Give me a few more weeks, and I'll be able to know what all these songs are about. But yeah, we dig this song. Hope to see all these wicked bands again because we had the time of our lives down there. But yeah, anything to add before we wrap this up?
Nope.
Fuck yeah! Well, we will see you guys again very soon. And if you're around Alberta, make sure you come to either High River, Fort McMurray, or Medicine Hat in the next month, and you can see us in the flesh, playing some songs and having some beers and some laughs. But yeah, until then, this has been Josh.
And Ozone. My voice cracked.
We'll see you on episode says.
Bye.
Adios.
Good.
Like, you've never heard this?